A narcissist will study you like a blueprint. They will use you as a gold standard in order to train the next supply. You feel me? Um, Also, this too, most narcissists, their circle, the flying monkeys, if you rather, they're all in on it. Like, I just want to make that clear. They're all in on it. You feel what I'm saying? Narcissists will twist morals and values to disguise their chaos, claim to be empathetic and use spirituality and whatever the case may have that they come up with to make it seem like that what they done isn't as bad as you may deem it to be. In this video, I want to break down why they do this, why it happens, why you need to be aware of this kind of information, just so you understand like how to pull yourself out of the rumination faster. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you come up with your own answers with a narcissist, that's the goal. The narcissist wants you to come up with your own answers and conclusions without giving you the actual truth. You feel what I'm saying? That's the whole point of this, the manipulation. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into this. A narcissist is going to be performative with their compassion. You know what I'm saying? They're going to fake their empathy, especially towards you. Like, they're going to empathize with everybody else about the most random things and be compassionate, but towards you. They will weaponize your deepest, traumas that you've explained and things that you've shared against you. You know what I'm saying? They're not necessarily happy to see you be happy. That's not what it is. They're just happy to see you control. Does that make sense? This is what I'm saying about how fake their empathy can be. Because whenever something serious happens in your life or something that requires emotional support, they gonna be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, you be all right. or they're gonna voice it a certain way so that it comes off in a way where it can mask how they really feel, which is what they don't care. They can care less about how you really feel for real, to be honest with you. That's what I'm saying about they're performative. They're only going to be as such to get you to believe as such so that you can do as such. I know that's a lot of gibberish and random gibberish, but at the same time, that's what it is. They have to get you to believe in whatever the narrative is to manipulate the best outcome to benefit them. And it's a behavior that you will notice over time because the personality shifts, the moods in them changes. You know what I'm saying? The moods in them changes all the time. They're going to word salad you. They're going to confuse you in the sense of, aren't you supposed to be nice to me? Are we not in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Are you not doing this for no reason? Because you'll ask yourself, why is this for no reason for somebody to be so mean? You know what I'm saying? Why is it for no reason? No, that's just really how they are. This is how they are towards you. You know what I'm saying? They have to be mean towards you to get you to believe that in the event that I go back to the love bomb phase, it's because of X action. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they empathize with you in a very fake manner. It's diabolical on all levels, to be honest with you. The stories that you tell them, they will use that as a means of measurement to see how else can they recreate that emotion and or situation somehow to get you to be how you was when you were traumatized to begin with. I know this is probably like, ain't no way somebody's that much of a mastermind, but they are masterminds at their craft of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? They are masterminds at having fake empathy because they know you want them there. So they're going to give you however it is, whatever it is, because they know you're going to accept it anyway. You know what I'm saying? They know you're going to accept the fake empathy and you're going to always be here. And that's how they start to lose respect for you to begin with, because they see that you're taking a disrespect, and that leads to a whole other dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Because now they have more reasons to say that the other supply is better or the other company of other people is better, you know what I'm saying, than yours. Because you take the fake empathy and you don't stand up for yourself, but they'll shame you for when you do and make you feel like, maybe I am tripping. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the most part, they'll empathize for the benefit of the outcome for them. That's when they show you that the human side of them. You know what I'm saying? That's when they show you, oh, let me chill out because I'm pushing him too far or her too far. You know, that's when they empathize for the damage control. It's damage control. It's emotional control over you. You know, they know how you want them to be when it comes to these particular situations. That's why they do this, and that's why they go into the fake empathy mode to get you to go back to believing is whatever it is they want you to believe in, so you can be as such. You feel me? A narcissist loves to justify their nonsense, their goofiness, the buffoonery. However you describe what you see and what you've been through when it comes to the experience of dealing with them in these wild, out of control situations that should never be happening, by the way. You know, they'll justify that with some quote or somewhere or sign from something to say that this is supposed to happen this way and love me through it. Like, man, listen to what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna always make you feel like they have the higher ground and you have the lower ground. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch Star Wars? Anakin, I have the high ground. You know what I'm saying? Obi-Wan was telling Anakin, like, Anakin, relax. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they act though. Like, they'll, you know, act like they're morally correct in everything that you do. They'll weaponize how you live your life against you and make you feel like you shouldn't do that or shouldn't do it as much or should cut it out at all and pick up some other habit or some other skill set they deem is right for you. You know what I'm saying? That thing they like for you at the beginning type thing. You know what I'm saying? I love this skill set or talent at the beginning. They'll start to say, why do you do? They'll criticize it even more. You know, at first they loved it. They loved when you was a singer or whatever the case may have you, and then criticize. Why do you always sing? They'll take that and use that against you. You know, I love that you go to the gym and start saying like, why do you go to the gym so much? Why do you need to go for? You don't even do the diet right. Like this is the kind of stuff they'll stab at you. You know what I'm saying? And I think for the most part of all of it is that you love them through the nonsense and the trauma deepens. You know what I'm saying? Because they start to see how much they can test you, how much they can justify the wrongdoing and hope that you get over it. You know what I'm saying? Do damage control. That's what I'm saying about, you know, the whole how they fake empathy. Is the damage control. It's to control your emotions, to regulate that. They can see when you're messed up in the head from what they've done. They can see that and they try to soothe you with that how they say this or that hug or whatever, or they actually talk like they understand and get you. You know what I'm saying? They, again, using your emotions against you. It's a wild concept, and whenever you try to express the importance of a situation where it made you feel some kind of way, or it pushed you to somewhere where you didn't want to be, you want to make sure you get your point across because you want to feel heard, they'll let you feel heard but not change anything after that. You know what I'm saying? And justify it as if, you know, you're wrong for bringing this up. You're wrong for saying this. You're wrong for being, you're being controlling. And then this is the formulation of the new mask they want everybody else to believe. You know, when you start to outburst and act the way you're supposed to act according to the situation in a respectful manner, but make it seem like a real wild, crazy boyfriend and or girlfriend. Oh yeah, they set it up nice. They again, it's a play. You know what I'm saying? It's to get you to be a certain way and act as such in order for anybody and everybody else to believe it in the way that they need them to believe it so that they can feel good about themselves when they do these things. Man, I'm telling you, it's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? The amount of gaslighting, the amount of how they want you to be in their playground of a mind that's chaotic. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to groom you into the way and push you into the way that you may not really necessarily want to. You know what I'm saying? But you do it out of what you think is love out of them. You know, and I'm just telling you, like, you gotta center yourself, you know what I'm saying, and grasp what's happening to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grasp that and quit trying to make them force you to believe something that you don't want to believe in and or don't need to or shouldn't care about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff the narcissist finds important, you know, when they do the chaotic movement that they do, they'll say that they're trying to find themselves or whatever, or you know, that's that the I'm telling you, they'll use an information from somewhere else, from somebody that did something else out of control, and say that I'm supposed to do this because the other person's doing it too, and we're all doing it. You know what I'm saying? They join in with chaos with people. And when you have a disagreement with their chaos, that's when they come up with these word salads to get you to, okay, let me calm myself down, or maybe, or you start to say, maybe I am overreacting. That's how you really start to do. Maybe I am overreacting. Maybe I am tripping. Maybe I am doing too much. Maybe I am talking too wild. But that's how they get you to believe in something that you really should be acting like, because they've never been truly held accountable for the chaos. So when they see somebody actually doing it, they want you to believe in that it's okay to be chaotic, because this is spontaneous and fun, happy. I need you to understand something and hear me well when I say this, bro. Sis, they use you as the gold standard for the next supply. When you ever felt like why they choose you and stuff like that, they saw how you were. You know what I'm saying? And when they got with you, or you got with them, you know what I'm saying, they use it as a temperature gauge. How well will this person treat me? You feel what I'm saying? And when they see, they measure that for a long time. And what happens is that when it comes time to find new supply, or whenever they get to wherever it is to find new supply, because they're always searching for a particular one that's better than you at what you do, and then more. You feel what I'm saying? You're the standard for the next one, so it's gotta go like this. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They see, if you're gonna treat me this well, can I get even more well? The grass is greener concept. You know what I'm saying? For them, that's how they do that. And also this too, just so you know this, they tell the new supply how well of a person you are, so they can set the standard for them, so that they can understand what you do already. That's why they have to outdo you. That's why you ever peep out how from time to time, before you know what the situation is that you're being triangulated, they'll hype up the new supplies, achievements, and or things they've done, and it'd be something simple. This is how they're testing. They're starting to experiment to see who's gonna outdo the other, who's gonna do more flips than the other, who's gonna jump through that fire ring over there, jump through that one, that small one over there. You know what I'm saying? Can you grease yourself through that? That's how this is what they're doing, and they're doing that with the new supply as well. They're telling them how well of a person you are, so that the new supply can gauge how I need to be in order to obtain this narcissist. I don't listen to me. Hey, hear me out, man. Because listen to what I'm saying. This is how I need to be before they even know that they're a narcissist. But I'm gonna say this. Just like this. The new supply that knows that the narcissist is with somebody is just as much as a narcissist, if not more of a toxic person than they are, if not more than all three of y'all in the situation. Just because you already agreeing to be in a position to jump through the fire ring, and then not even just jump through it, but continue to do it because you're going to have to. That's the position you put yourself in, because they saw that you were okay with it. If you're okay with this nonsense, and this is the standard I need you to be at, to be okay with this nonsense, then you're going to have to keep this up in the relationship, or I'm going to find somebody else to do this even more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell you how it is. That's how they train the new supply. That's why when you see y'all break up or they get with somebody so quick, so fast, it's because they've already trained that person. That person's already been there hearing stories about you. You know what I'm saying? Hearing about how great of a time you had with them, or date, or whatever. Now a new supply is thinking, oh man, I gotta do that. Okay, man. I wonder if I can do this one special now, because guess what? They're watching the narcissist, studying them too. You know what I'm saying? What's now they're listening to the stories. What is the current supply? What is the current supply doing? Okay, they're not doing this. Okay, so now I can outdo them this way. Straight up. And the narcissist is peeping, gauging. Again, the standard started with you. You know what I'm saying? And the new supply is going to happen the same way as well. You know what I'm saying? And they may not, just like you didn't know that there is other supply, because again, the narcissist justifies and uses the disguise of, this is right, this is cool, you should be okay with it because you are already cool with this negative stuff. You should be cool with this. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not cool with this, then I'm going to act as such and not really give you the again, the attention that you once got and put you on a reward system. I know, I'm just saying, man, like this is how they do this. They want to get you on the reward system. Reward points. I'm serious though. They try to get you on the reward point system, man. And I'm telling you, man, it's diabolical. It's so diabolical because you get addicted to it like a slushie at a gas station. The reward points. All right, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna tell you this like this. Anybody that you know the narcissist loves, that they find close in their circle, they're all in on it. They know everything. They know how toxic the narcissist is, has been, always will be. Like let's just get that out the way. Like a lot of times when people talk to me, you know what I'm saying, and I consult them and they ask me, you know, but I'm still cool with some relative or some friend, I'll be like, they've been knowing about this. They like there might be a slight case where they don't know, or they just never wanted to, you know what I'm saying, hold them accountable and or look at it because they were friends with them through some other specific way they're only friends through, so they don't care how they truly act outside of that thing that they're friends through, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? That's a lot of cases too though. But outside of all that, they're in on it. They know. They know how they've been, especially if they've been friends for however time. But even with the family, the mom, the dad, the sister, the brother, the auntie, the uncle, whatever relative, they know. Like, they know how they treat people. They seen it. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times, I know during the smear campaign, if you rather, some of us get caught up in trying to convince people to look at us not the way the narcissist, you know, pushed out into their ecosystem to believe in. Like, you spend so much time trying to convince people who already know the narcissist is already messed up in the head. You know what I'm saying? And also, what you say doesn't mean anything because they're going to be loyal to the narcissist. They're their friend and or close person first before yours, no matter whatever the case may have. Even if you got kids with them, they don't care about that. They're in on it. You know what I'm saying? I want this message to save somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they can quit thinking that you got friends over there. Like, it's not like that, man. And also this too, just to say this too, like, whether if you're doing something and you're keeping up with that connection that the narcissist has or whatever, talking to them about life, like they're dropping that information back, whether it's intentional or unintentional, sorry. You know, like, just hear what I'm saying. You wanna do your best when it comes to the flying monkeys to disconnect, no matter how you truly feel about the connection, because I'm telling you, they're going to bring this information up to them, or it's going to be messy. It just gets like that more than ending in the fairy tale way, or, you know what I'm saying, or the nice way. It don't necessarily end like that, man. Like, they're in on it. You know what I'm saying? You'll only see a change in the flying monkeys, and the flying monkeys is a term that's in this community or whatever. So it just was funny to me, but I got it like Wizard of Oz, like the Wicked Witch of the West. The monkeys believed in everything that she said, no matter how terrible it was. That's the flying monkey concept. Like, you just believe in them because they're here first and they're the leader or whatever. Like, they're in on it. They know about all the manipulation. They know about the other supplies. They know about the text messages they're getting. They know about the trips they go and see other people. When I'm just trying to like give you the truth. They know. Because a narcissist has fun talking to other people about how they treat you anyway. It's fun to the narcissist to tell these wild stories that they have fun with other people behind your back. It's a wild concept out here. It's a cold shot. I just want to give it to you how it is, because I just want this to put you in a state of mind that it's not you. It never was you to begin with. This is just narcissists seeing how you are, how they are, to manipulate you to get how you are, how to get other people, and how they're going to continue to always do this. Bro, sis, you're not replaceable. The narcissist can copy the steps that you did to show them how well you can treat them, to teach the next supply to treat them better, but they can never recreate your soul. I hope that message releases somebody who needed to hear that, because a lot of times we as survivors come out of these situations and we deem to say that we're never good enough or was never good enough for this amazing relationship we're supposed to have with the narcissist. The narcissist love bomb us into believing, future fake us into believing. The reality was you were always a standard. You know what I'm saying? And they knew this. So don't beat yourself up as much as you may deem to be, because the narcissist was going to just sit here and manipulate you anyway. You feel me? Because of how much you shine a light on how they are, on how they're not. So I hope this message finds you well. I'm Fonzie Murph, and I'm out. Peace.